Hello, hello children. Welcome to again into a new lecture for social science. So hope that all are doing well. And so in today's lecture, we are going to start a new chapter that is for civics, chapter number 2. In the last lectures, we have completed the entire history chapter number 2 along with all the worksheet. Okay, so within today's lecture, I'll share the PDF of that worksheet also with you. Okay, so no need to worry about that. So without wasting much time, let's get into the chapter. See what is the chapter all about. Let's let's discuss. See, the chapter name is diversity and discrimination. The chapter number 1 in civics was understanding diversity. So in the previous chapter, we have already discussed about the meaning of diversity, what diversity means. So we have seen in diversity that diversity means having different religion, having different religious background, from coming from different regions. We speak different language. We celebrate different festival. We we eat different kinds of food. Okay, we wear different kinds of clothes. This is what diversity means. So at this time, what happens? Sometimes people who are different from our suppose we are suppose I am from South India. So the person from the other state, obviously he would be having his own style, or he would be means that is what I'm talking. We are diversified. Some suppose that person is different from me, so he will tease me. Okay, so sometimes people are different from others, are teased, laughed at, or are included in certain activity, are not included in certain activity or group. So if we are different from some other people, some other person, so obviously we are teased and laughed, and we are not included in certain activity, and we feel hurt and angry, helpless or sad. Okay, so what happens when someone makes fun of us as we are from different background? What happens is we feel hurt, and so if we feel hurt, then have you ever noticed, so you might have wondered, have you ever wondered why this happens? What is the reason that people make fun of us? Because there is a discrimination in that. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to explore that how are such experiences occurred, how are we experiencing these things. So this is what the chapter all about. Okay, so let's get started. See, this first point in this chapter itself starts with the diversity only. So it means how people are different. See, there are many things. There are many things that make us different. That means how we live, the languages we speak, and what we wear, what we eat. Okay, the games we play, the things we celebrate, or the festivals we celebrate. So these things, this whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, these 6 points make us diversified. Okay, thus we can say diversity exists. Okay, so all of these things mainly is based on what? Two things. That is geographical factor as well as historical factors. So we have already seen that diversity is clearly dependent on the geographical as well as the historical factors of the place where we live, or where we come from. Okay, so this is what the entire thing about diversity is. We have already studied this in the previous chapter. Now let's see why this diversity is not being celebrated. That's okay. So uh, why this diversity is not being celebrated? What is the reason? Even though we are diversified, this is not celebrated every time. What is the reason? The first is that because we feel safe and secure with people who are similar to us. Means we think that those people who are similar to us, suppose I am also having a friend of South India, so I feel uh, as comfortable with him, so I feel secure with him or safe with him, because we both are having same kind of uh, style, we both are having same kind of uh, uh, things that we follow. Okay, so I may feel safe and secure. And but the people, the same time, I may find that people who are different from me, okay, or different from us, as strange and unfamiliar. So in the same, uh, the person who is similar to me is good for me, but who are different from me, I feel like something strange and unfamiliar, and we may not understand or know the reasons why they are different. So we may also be in a thinking that what is the reason behind that they are different. Okay, that is one reason. Second reason is people also form certain attitudes. So by this what happens, our attitude also changes, and the opinions also changes about others. If suppose if a person is different, means our thinking or our attitude or our opinion for that person also changes. This is what are the reasons that diversity is not being celebrated in to some extent. In this way we can say that these are the two reasons. Okay, now let's get into next page in your textbook, that is page number 14, in the next topic. Okay, in your textbook you can see page number 14. So by this what comes by this another term comes into existence. What is that? Prejudice. So let's understand what is prejudice. Okay, so when our opinions about certain people are always negative, see, as I already said, that some people are different from us, so obviously naturally what happens, our opinion about that people becomes negative, and then these prejudices that we carry about them, okay, then these become prejudices that we carry about them. So ultimately what happens, when if I find a person different, so I may have a different opinion about that. Okay, so that negativity is created. This becomes, then this negativity becomes prejudice. This is what, how this is what prejudice means. Now actually in a short way, if we want to say what is the definition of prejudice, what is prejudice? To judge other people, you can see in your screen, to judge other people negatively or see them as inferior. So we may feel that different person as a inferior one, or we may feel negativity in that person. Okay, this is what prejudice means. Now let's see how this prejudice occurs. Okay, how is this prejudice arise? So the answer is in your screen. You can see in white, in the white letter it is letters it is given. When we think that only one particular way is the best and right way to do things, we often end up not respecting others. Means prejudice arise how? Because when if I have my own best, my own way of talking or my own particular way of doing things, and then when I consider that thing as the best or the right way, okay, then at that time this prejudice arises. Means uh, then I start disrespecting others. Means this way I may not respect others. In which way? As I already said, see, if I am having a special way of doing certain things, and if I think that my method is correct, what I am doing is the perfect, all others are wrong, if I think in that way, means that means I am not respecting them. So in this way, that prejudice arises. This is what, how prejudice arises. Okay, now what is the next topic? So now let's see the examples of prejudice. Let's see. See, people can be, in the screen you can see, people can be prejudiced about many things. What are they? Those are, see, in the black letters it is given: religious beliefs, color of their skin, region they come from, language or accent they speak, clothes they wear. So these are the five kind of things which are most concerned, that we may say that prejudice is arrived in this way. Considering these 5 points, we can say that people are being prejudiced. Okay, now often prejudices can be so strong. So in which way we can say that prejudice can be strong? That we do not want to accept anything contrary. Means, as I have already said now, I have already said right now that we are not ready to accept any other's opinion. Okay, this is what means we would not accept. The second is that we refuse to become polite. Okay, means we refuse to become polite, and we do not want to make that different person our friend. If somebody is different from us, we do not want to make them our friend, and we may start hurting them. So this is what the example of prejudice is. Okay, now let's discuss this example of prejudice in another way, in another view, means considering which kind of people, that is rural people as well as urban people. This point is given in your textbook. Okay, as you can see in the screen, uh, this see on rural people and on urban people. This point is given in your textbook in your page number 14. Okay, so let's see how the example of prejudice can be explained in a deeper with this rural and urban people. See, rural people means they do not like to use modern technology. It is very, they consider it, means they do not like to use it, and they work very hard for 12 to 14 hours in their field. Okay, and villagers, sometimes they are forced to migrate to cities in search for what, work, and more than 50% of Indians live in villages. So in all over India, if we consider, more than 50% people are living in rural area, or we can say in village. Now let's see about urban people. Life in urban people think that life in city or life in the urban area is very easy. Okay, and people here are very spoiled and lazy. Okay, obviously, why they are lazy? Because they think that life is very easy. And in cities, what happens, the family spend very little time with each other. Yeah, they are busy with their own works. Okay, and people in cities only care about what, money. They don't care about any people. Okay, this is what urban people think about. And living in city is very expensive, and large part of people, what they earn and spend money for what, on rent as well as on transport. So this is what the example of prejudice is, with the view of rural as well as urban people. So with this, ultimately, uh, we have understood regarding the point where discrimination comes. That is, first point is prejudice, and we have seen the examples of prejudice. Now the second point for discrimination is on gender basis, that is gender difference. So that is, we can say, the example of boys or girls. Okay, so sometimes see this thing on the right, as few points are written. This is also given in the textbook in page number 15. You can see. Okay, means they are well behaved, they are soft spoken and gentle, they are physically strong, they are naughty, they are good at dance and painting, they don't cry, they are rowdy, they are good at sport, they are good at cooking, they are emotional. So these things are the statements said by the society for what, gender, for both the genders. What are they, boys and girls? In the whole world, there are only two kind of gender. What are they? Mostly, okay, there are boys and girls. So the entire society says about the boys and, or thinks about the boys and girls, that they sometimes, suppose we consider it, as in the case of boys, boys are often told that don't cry, that you are a boy. You can say that boys should not cry. We think that, and boys start believing that crying is a sign of weakness. So when the society says that don't cry, you are a boy, so boys start believing that crying is a sign of what, weakness. And as they grow older, what happens, they learn to teach themselves that we should not cry. Okay, and they accept this is how boys and girls are without thinking. So what ultimately happens, these things are thrown to our, or dumped into our head. This is thrown on our head by the society, that you are a boy or you are a girl, you should not cry. Or if we consider boys, means they are said that they are told that you should not cry, you are a boy. Okay, and so boys start thinking that it is sign of weakness, and they learn to teach themselves that we should not cry. So these things means that the boys and we fit all boys and girls into the image that society creates around us. Means society creates such situation that to think in such a way that uh, that we have to discriminate ourselves based on our gender. Okay, we should think on considering our gender, that we are a boy, we should not do this, or we are or we are girls, we should not do this. So this society gives us such kind of discrimination. So ultimately, when this discrimination does with that gender differences, again it is a point arises. Again, secondly, a point arises. What is that? That is stereotypes. Okay, so this creates the stereotypes. As you can see in page number 17. In page number 16, you can see the pictures like the some of the pictures of disabled persons. So people, the society makes them think that they all are worthless of doing anything, means they cannot do anything. But in the mind of those disabled people, they think that they are really strong, not, they do not believe on the society. So this is what the uh, confidence is, okay, that we should build. But ultimately, when the society tells us, or in such a way, we think that we should have this ultimately it leads us to stereotype. So what is stereotype? Let's discuss. When we fix people into one image, when yeah, when we start when after this what we can say, when people just push us towards the discrimination, what ultimately happens, we try to fix people in one image. This is what stereotype is. Means you can say people can stereotype others on the basis of what? On the basis of their country they come from, their religion, their sex, their race, their economic background. All these are considered, and stereotypes fit large number of people in into only one pattern or type. So stereotypes, what does stereotypes do? This is kind of situation that makes large number of people into one pattern. So this allows a group of people to be one, not to think as a different person. And again, the fifth point is stereotypes stop us from looking at each person as a unique individual. Means their stereotype does not allow us to look as each one of us as different with their own special qualities, because stereotypes makes us to think in one as a one mind, that we all are same, we are not different, or to think us in one pattern. Okay. So ultimately this is again linked with what the other two topics. So as we have seen in the previous 2 points which leads to discrimination, the first point is what? Prejudice. Second is stereotypes. So this both is linked, and again it comes to so we, with prejudice and stereotype, inequality and discrimination arises. Okay, so how does discrimination arise? How does discrimination happen? Let's see. We can see in the screen. What is that? When people act on their prejudice and stereotypes, uh, act on the prejudices and stereotypes, this discrimination happen. When does it happen? When people act on their prejudice and stereotypes. Okay. Now discrimination can happen because of various reasons or several reasons. Which are they? First is diversity, second is economic background, and third is by both of the case discrimination happen. So as when diversity is concerned for discrimination, we can say they might be from different languages or by different religions or different regions. While if we consider as a economic background, means it is not in a form of diversity but inequality. How we can say in page number 17, you can say this discrimination takes place by economic background, in the sense that as we have seen in previous chapter, that we have seen the story of two boys, that is Samir Ek and Samir Do. So we can say that Samir Do was really poor. Samir too was very poor. He cannot go to school. So, but he was a Muslim. So this, the religion is not the concept, or religion is not the reason. Uh, okay, religion can never be a reason that leads to discrimination, but poverty. The Samir though was poor. Okay, the Samir number two was poor. So that is the reason that he did not, or he was not able to go to school. So this is what, this is actually what? Inequality. It is not the form of diversity. We cannot say diversity. Diversity in the sense that Samir Do is a Muslim. That is the religion. So religion is connected with diversity. So we cannot say that discrimination is not as far economic backgrounds, if we consider for discrimination, so it is not a form of diversity but of inequality. See, often poverty is the reason, but not the reason like gender or religion that may cause for lower education. So we can say that poverty is the reason that that is a reason for lower education and lesser progress, while religion and gender is and diversity, it is known as diversity, not inequality. So the poverty is the only reason which leads us to lower education. Okay. So this is what regarding inequality and discrimination mean, as in page number 17. Now let's move to the next page, or that is page number 18. Okay. So in page number 18 also you can see a kind of this is the last topic for today, but in this topic connected, this topic is connected with page number 18 also. Okay. So then here you can see an yellow portion is given. It talks about Muslim community. Okay. Why the Muslim girls do not attend to school, or they're dropped out of school after few years. Okay. The reason only is not that they are Muslims and they are not educated. The reason is that they are poor. So effort, wherever effort has been made to reach education to the poor, there are Muslim community has shown an interest in sending their girls to school. So Muslim, that religion is not the reason that they get never lesser education, but the poverty. Poverty is only the reason. Okay. And for example, see, in other states, the last paragraph on that yellow part, you can see in your textbook, where such efforts have not been made, the children from poor families, whether Muslim, tribal, or so-called lower caste, find it difficult to attend school. Okay, therefore, poverty is only the reason, not the religion, as I have said here. See, in the screen, you can see the last point that I have seen, poverty. Okay, in the textbook also you can see on the yellow part the last line. Okay, therefore poverty, not religion. See, poverty, not the cultural reason like religion, may be the cause for lower education. So not poverty, therefore poverty, not the religion, is the cause for non-attendance of Muslim girls into the school. The same thing is already I have explained. So it is the poverty which is only the main reason for lesser education and not the religion. So this is what inequality and discrimination is, has a link with this. Yeah, we can say. So this is what discrimination is linked with inequality. Okay. So I hope that today's portion you have understood. So you have to read the entire portion. You have to read the page number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, up to uh, uh, after that, in the page number 18, you are having that picture, right, of two girls sitting. In that, the side of that, you are given the paragraph which ends up to number of people, not that bold letter on being discriminated against. That is another topic. But today's topic we will discuss up to this number of people. In your textbook, it is given. Okay. So up to this page number 18, we have discussed up to this inequality and discrimination. Okay. So I hope that you understood this portion, and you have to read the entire portion. And I have maybe explained you as a point wise. Okay. Each and every point we have covered. Okay. Without missing any point. I hope that you understood what is prejudice, and we have also seen that what is stereotype, okay, how it is occurred, what is the reason, and what is prejudice, how it is occurred, what is the reason, and obviously diversity we have already seen in the previous chapter, and we have also seen what is inequality and discrimination. Okay, now in the next lecture, we will see how this discrimination is based on work, how the discrimination is divided on the basis of work. That we will see in the next lecture. I hope that you understood. So that's all for today. Read the and study well, work hard, read the textbook properly, okay, without missing any point. Okay. So see you in the next lecture. Take care and bye.